व्यासं तथोजायम् उदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी। हरे कृष्णा। Okay, so let me share the screen. So I think the total verses are like 22 or 23, right? Hmm. Yeah, 23 is the last. So we should try to read these 5 verses and write down if any further question comes, right? For 18th, we have this question. Why Sutta? Please narrate to us the transcendental pastimes of Godhead's multi-incarnations. Such auspicious adventures and pastimes of Lord, the Supreme Controller, performed by his eternal internal power. So this question we wrote like the pastimes performed by, not this one. Hmm. Pastimes performed by incarnations. Okay. So let's go to next verse. Vayam tu na vitrupyayam vitrupyam उत्तम श्लोक विक्रमे यशृण्वतां रसज्ञानं स्वादु स्वादु पदे पदे. So all the translations and purports are by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. We never tire of hearing the transcendental pastimes of personality of Godhead, who is glorified by hymns and prayers. Those who have developed a taste for transcendental relationship with Him relish hearing of His pastimes at every moment. Uttama Shloka, the personality of Godhead who is glorified by transcendental prayers, best of the prayers. So they want to hear. Anybody will like to read what next verse? Chant and read.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
कृतावान् किला कर्माणि सह रामेण केशव अतिमर्त्यानि भगवान् गुदा कपटमनुषः. Lord Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, along with Balaram, played like a human being, and so must he performed many superhuman acts.
Played like a human being and so must he perform many superhuman acts. These are actually basically Vraja pastimes, right? Because he killed so many demons and Govardhan Leela, all the Leelas in Vraja. Okay, 21. Who is reading?
I'll read Prabhuji.
Mhm.
Hare Krishna. Kalim agatam anyaya क्षेत्रेऽस्मिन् वैष्णवे वयम् आसीना दीर्घसत्रेण कथायां सक्षना हरे. Translation. Knowing well that the age of Kali has already begun, we are assembled here in this holy place to hear at great length the transcendental message of Godhead and in this way perform sacrifice.
This was the question asked by Jai Lakshmi Mataji, right? So this is the answer. Age of Kali Yuga has just started. So in this purport, I think lifespan is giving, right? Living in a lifetime of 100,000 years was Satya Yuga. Then Treta Yuga, it reduced to 10,000 years. And then in Dwapar Yuga, it 1,000 years. And now in Kali Yuga, it's 100 years only. That is also not sure. Like everybody don't live till 100. So it's still less. In the 12th canto, of Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that the lifespan will be go on reducing more and more. So it will go till, if somebody lives 40 or 50 years, that will be considered as the long life. And effects we can already see, right? Many people are getting heart attacks and all these things in 30s now. Initially, I remember it was like the one or two generations before our generation, uh, BP or all these major disease, like people used to get after 50s, after 60s. People used to get the everyday medicine for controlling blood pressure or sugar and all those things, right? But nowadays, if you see, many of my colleagues, so in 50s, also younger people like 35 or something, they have to take this um, BP medicine every day throughout the life they have to take. So whatever mentioned in Bhagavatam is the reality. If we have this knowledge, we can actually see the things changing so fast. Otherwise, it's like people think, oh, it's somebody gets, but no, it's already mentioned what's going to happen. Huh? Okay, 22. Santarshito Tatra. Who will read?
I read Prabhuji.
Yeah, yeah.
Hare Krishna. त्वं न सन्दर्शितो तत्र दुस्तरं निस्थितिर्षतां कलिं शत्रुहरं पुंसां कर्णधार इवर्नवम्. Translation: We think that we have met your goodness by will of providence, just so that we may accept you as captain of the ship for those who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali, which deteriorates all the good qualities of human beings. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Sutta Goswami is their guru. They are making him as the captain. So that's why uh, we need somebody who will lead our life for self-realize towards self-realization, right? Mm. And self-realization, at least nowadays, we because we are in connect with ISKCON and other places in India, the talk of self-realization is still going on. But as per Bhagavatam, after certain thousand years, people will not talk about all these things. Not talk means they will not have any clue that there is something like this. In when as the Kali Yuga proceeds, na, they will forget that there is something like self-realization, or we are something different than what we are experiencing. So that's how it will be. It's a difficult time. Okay, 23.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
ब्रूहि योगेश्वरे कृष्ण ब्रह्मण्ये धर्मवर्माणि स्वं काष्ठाम् अधुनोपते धर्माकं शरणं गता.
Translation.
Uh, Since Sri Krishna, the absolute truth, the master of all mystic powers, has departed for his own abode, please tell us to whom the religious principles have now gone for shelter.
Okay, this is another nice question, right? Please tell us to whom the religious principles have now gone for shelter. I said, if Krishna is not there, how this religious principles will be? Who will maintain, rather? Yeah. So this is another question. In one of the purport here, somewhere it is written, this principle, the reply. given later. Okay, this is just the end of Bhaktivedanta purport for first canto, first chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Questions by the Sages. Right here, it is mentioned that somewhere I have read that the sages have gathered here to hear about the past times for and the sacrifice for 1000 years. Huh? Where it is? Yeah. They prepared themselves to hear the pastimes of Lord over a period of 1000 years. So they are going to hear this. Sages have done this for 1000 years. Huh? So if Kali Yuga started 5000 years ago, in the beginning of 1000 years, the sages have done this sacrifice. And after 3000 years or 4000 years, we are here, right? 4000 years. So in that way, the effect of this sacrifice and whatever these sages have done is still there. That's why Srila Prabhupada came, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur came, uh, everybody came and they spread this movement, right? So Krishna himself came 500, only 500 years ago, right? 500 years are not a big time when if you think like that. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came 500 years ago. It looks like very recent, right? So that's why though we are born in Kali Yuga and we are facing the Kali Yuga effects already, but still our generation is, this is called as the golden era of Kali Yuga because just now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he went back, he started the movement and we are participating in that movement. Somehow we came in contact with Srila Prabhupada and he started ISKCON and spreading this movement of chanting and we came in contact with that. So this is in Kali Yuga, this is the best time to get purified. And it's our great fortune that we have came in contact. That's why in India also, all the um, spiritual organizations and spiritual leaders, they now everybody, most of them, they appreciate Srila Prabhupada's contribution to spreading the name all over the world. Because the way Srila Prabhupada has done, nobody was able to do that. Nowadays it's happening, but in 60s and 70s, nobody had did that. And all the Western people and everybody started coming through different spiritual organizations, religious organizations, but it was mainly started vastly made popular by Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada's contribution to the humanity as whole is very big actually. And we are the fortunate ones who are in contact. So we have to take the benefit of. So, by the example of these sages, one should learn that regular hearing and recitation of Bhagavatam is the only way for self realization. Other attempts are simply waste of time. They do not give any tangible effects. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached this system of Bhagavad Dharma and he recommended that all those who are born in India should take responsibility of broadcasting the message of Lord Krishna. Bring me the message of Bhagavad Gita. Right? So I think this is what we are trying to do. So when we read Bhagavatam and discuss Bhagavatam, this transcendental vibrations is going in the air, right, in Japan. So it will have its own effect slowly that we may not see or we may not see when we are alive, but someday or other day it will be seen. So tomorrow we will start the next chapter, right? Uh, and now Bhagavatam it's not like chronological pastimes, right? Okay, so some discussion happens, then there is another scene comes in front of us. Then in that another flashback comes. So it's very interesting how the Bhagavatam flows and how Sutta Goswami and Sukadeva Goswami narrate the different incidents related to all these questions, right, that were asked by the sages. Any other comments or questions or anything that anybody will like to share? Then we have some time. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sukadeva Goswami is spoken on Bhagavatam. After that, Sutta Goswami is speaking. Who recorded it? Vyasadeva recorded, right? This also, how
Yeah.
after Sutta Goswami spoke, Vyasadeva recorded. Is it like that?
Now we are reading Bhagavatam, right? So uh, when Sukadeva Goswami was speaking to Parikshit Maharaj, everybody was there, right? Everybody came there to hear. Sutta Goswami was also there. There he heard. And I think Shiva, Lord Shiva, and everybody came there. Okay. I have read somewhere that Vyasdev was also there. Let me find out some clue. Okay. If Vyasdev was there. Okay. Because I think in the next third or fourth chapter, it will come, I think, Mataji. Uh, the appearance of Narada. See, Narada's instructions on Srimad Bhagavatam for Vyasdev. I think in this chapter it will be clear how Vyasadeva started writing on this.
Yes, yes. Actually, my confusion is
Hmm.
uh, uh, Sutta Goswami was presented when Sukadeva Swami spoke.
Uh-huh.
So, uh, so this is second time speaking.
Yeah, so once Sukadeva Goswami spoke, and the second time Sutta Goswami is speaking.
Y- yes, but Vyasadeva wrote before that, before Sutta Goswami wrote, spoke. Is it?
Let's see, Mataji. I will have to
I'm
find
sorry,
out.
sorry.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
No, no.
Thank you.
Uh, so does the engage among the gods comfortably seated? Mataji, we will read this when we go as we move forward. Na? But I will also try to find out somewhere I have read that. But I
Okay,
have
thank
to.
you. I'm sorry for the odd questions. Sorry, sorry.
No, no, it's useful question. And one of the point that Bhanu Maharaj told us, like, because I asked Bhanu Maharaj one question that Bhanu Maharaj, like Prahlad Maharaj and Narsingha Dev, in which yuga it happened? Okay, it's happened in Satyuga or Dwapar Yuga, whatever. Which was that Satyuga and where it happened? Right? So we think that everything happened in this cycle, this cycle of char yugas, right? But Maharaj said no. Bhagavatam does not. It's not like that. It talks about this particular cycle. It will talk about this life of Brahma, right? So we cannot chronologically say like, okay, Hiranyakashipu came, then this person came, then this demon came. Of course, the narrative is there, how the birth of change of birth of Jaya and Vijay, but it's very difficult to for us to understand at what point of time this happened, in which cycle it happened. So because it's Vyasdev has summarized everything related to Krishna only. So Maharaj said like it will be pick up the most pastimes which are relevant for people of Kali Yuga and attractive to us, which can be relished. So it's like that. So that's what Maharaj also told. Like it's not very clearly written that this happened on this time, this happened on that time. So the Manus, right? The 14 Manus description, one of the question is that, right? How the incarnation. So each Manu, in one day of Brahma, 14 Manus are there. So each Brahma's lifespan and pastimes of each Manu are given in Bhagavatam, right? So it may not have happened when our this seventh Manu is there, right? So that's how it is. But let's see, Mataji, this answer will come, I think.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you very much. So tomorrow we will read again and we'll start the second chapter. श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, जय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल।
हरे हरि बोल।